I am Captain Lord Henry Drake of the Pirate Conclave Faction 2. Relentless forward momentum beats perfection every time.
Now let me tell you a story of high space adventure.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we are plunging into a really dense and frankly thrilling segment of the Rex Dodgers Spy-Fi saga. We're looking at a high-octane political conflict, but here's the thing you need to grasp right from the start. Ghost Federation Black Ops agent Rex Dodgers, call sign Ravio Me9, he thinks he's on a mission to deliver a product. But he is, in fact, the product. He's the currency in this massive high-stakes political wager.
That's the absolute core of it, yeah. The sources we have, and they're incredible, are a mix of Rex's own live operational reports from Sparramagacity and these secret high-level strategy briefings, and they reveal this incredible chess game being played between Supreme Leader Devin Ruthington and Pirate Captain Henry Drake. So our mission today is to follow Rex through this brutal test of survival, but to always keep those political stakes right in front of you because every single encounter was calculated.
Okay, let's get into the setup then. So Rex's initial orders, they sound almost laughably simple. Secure a pirate alliance on, the notoriously hostile planet Spaceport Royal. Ruthington briefs him for what he calls a brush contact. Straightforward.
Right, at the Los Misley Saloon. And the delivery item is key here. It's this specialized golden pen, a hide blanks rollerball, and inside it has a self-computing VIC cipher, a critical piece of tech for a secure comms link. The extraction plan, also simple. His fellow agent, Ravio 3, Baxter Ritos, is supposed to just pull him out.
But the clock barely starts before the whole thing goes sideways, violently sideways. Moments after the supposed contact time, he's ambushed.
He uses his top pack, that's his total pacifier weapon, in an anti-swarm mode to fight off these insect drones, and he does manage to take out a Delathian agent.
But it's a brutal fight. He has to ditch his exoskeleton in this riverbed, the Petritus tributary.
And that's when the real twist happens. The person who shows up to, finish the job. It's not some rival assassin.
It's the man who's supposed to save him.
Exactly. Baxter Ritos, Ravio 3.
Unbelievable.
Ritos is hooded. He tries to strangle Rex, but then gets taken out by this unknown friendly bullet. And as he's dying, he confesses. He says Henry Drake paid everyone to betray Rex, including him.
So that's just a complete rug pull. Rex is stranded, betrayed by his own, and he realizes this whole mission was a lie from the very beginning.
Right. But before he can be captured, he hears a voice. It guides him to a hidden passage.
And this is the girl, Kayleen Vespers.
It is. She leads him into these unmapped catacombs, the Mirodessa Labyrinth. And this rescue, it leads him straight to the architect of the whole betrayal.
To Captain Henry Drake himself.
In these dark caves, Drake's just sitting there, his cyber eye glowing, and he's so casual about it all, he just admits it. The ambush was, and this is his term, a ruse.
A ruse? For what?
To establish, quote, verisimilar reality. He had to prove to Ruthington and to the other powers watching, like Irath Intelligence, that he wasn't just some puppet for the Ghost Federation.
He's making a show of independence, and he's using Rex as the main actor, while also, I assume, getting a good read on Rex's market value.
Oh, absolutely. Which was substantial. Drake just lists off the bounties. 1,000 Talanta, or credits, alive for any random hunter. 2,000 if you deliver his head and right hand in formaldehyde. But the real prize, the big one, was from the Irath Intelligence Agency.
A key rival.
A huge rival. They were offering a massive 6,000 Talanta bounty. But they wanted Rex alive. For his mind. For the secrets he carried.
Wow. Okay, so that flips everything. The betrayal isn't just a simple double cross for money. It's a high-pressure performance review to confirm his value to his worst enemies.
Exactly. And that brings us to Drake's real motive for even dealing with the Ghost Federation in the first place. And it's surprisingly domestic.
It's not about gold, is it?
Not at all. He sees the whole pirate conclave as a dead end, a scam. He wants to get his 50,000 people out. He wants them to join the Ghost Federation for what he calls the Sparta 2.0 lifestyle.
Right. The sources list the benefits. Free education with robot teachers, high-quality healthcare from robot doctors.
And med bays, yeah.
And then the strangest detail. He specifically mentions pasteurized milk and orange juice.
It's a fascinating detail, isn't it? Because for people living under some pirate warlord, that's not mundane, that's luxury.
It's civilization.
It's a symbol of a reliable, stable system where you don't have to worry about the basics. He wants his people to be the newest cohort of wolf pups in a system that actually works.
That's a huge defection. But the price of admission is Rex passing Drake's next, even more dangerous test.
Drake tells him the only way off this rock is to infiltrate the pyramid of Queen Lyra Nyhtandra.
Who is described as, what, occult, paranormal, eternal, eldritch, just a casual Tuesday for a spy.
Pretty much. And she's holding a ghost-fed hostage, referred to only as the Pearl. So Rex's new mission is create a diversion, free this hostage, and then blackmail an eternal queen for a ride home.
Simple enough. So Rex and Kayleen, they head back towards the surface, and this is where we get a really clear insight into Drake's methods.
Yeah, this is brilliant. Kayleen reveals the route they took out of the Amber Zone. That whole winding path is completely deliberate.
It was another test.
It was another test. The air along that path was saturated with these airborne omega-9 class psilocybin spores.
Grown by the local Kraken cults.
Right. Spores capable of causing total ego death. Rex's internal medi-nanobots saved him, but Drake was watching. He was stress testing Rex's ghost-fed tech against a novel biothreat. It was a functional assessment.
He passed. So with that test done, he has to get back into the saloon. He needs a diversion.
A big one. He uses a little Omegrin's dragonfly bug drone to hack the Petritus Dam's control system.
The SCADA terminal.
The Gremmin's talisman system, yeah. He forces open the spillway gate, causes a massive flood. All eyes go to the dam.
A perfect distraction. And in the middle of all that chaos, Rex takes a moment for a bit of personal business.
He does. Inside the saloon, he spots an old enemy, Cobra Nero, a gun shark who almost killed him a decade earlier.
And he doesn't just shoot him.
No, there's a certain style to it. He challenges him to a high-stakes poker game, rigs the deck with magnetic ink cards, takes all his money, and then settles the score with his Glocker's 26.
A very brief, very brutal sidebar. So the mission continues. Rex tries a bit of subterfuge.
Right. He convinces the saloon keeper, this guy Tiziano Cordana, that he's a bodyguard sent by the queen, and Tiziano buys it, or seems to. He agrees to lead Rex toward the pyramid through another set of catacombs.
But Tiziano has his own agenda. He gives this, what the sources call his greed speech, boasting about trapping scorpions for their venom.
And that speech is basically the prelude to the next betrayal. He's playing Rex the whole time.
Of course he is.
He hits Rex with a novel bioagent miss, incapacitates him, and reveals the plan. He's going to brick Rex alive into a wall for the Arathian spy master, who is literally waiting right there to collect his 6,000 Talanta prize.
Just when you think he can't be betrayed again. But his guardian angel, Kayleen, shows up.
She was tracking him. There was a hidden beacon inside some pills Drake had given him earlier. She wakes him up just as the last brick is about to be set.
And Rex, having just learned a lot about this particular method of execution,
he turns the tables. In a moment of chilling, pragmatic justice, he bricks both Tiziano and the unconscious Araf spy master into the wall instead.
wow.
He then takes the spy master's valuable stealth weave cape and gives Kayleen Tiziano's emerald ring.
The one that keeps the bugs away.
Exactly, the one that emits reverse piezoelectric frequencies. A clever little trade.
So they keep going. They move through this vast Gothic aqueduct, which is basically an aquarium. And Rex, in this moment of pure defiance, he defiles a huge statue of a Kraken cult god, Morvathos.
Steals its emerald eyes. It's more than just theft. It feels like a statement, like he's asserting his own power before walking into the lion's den.
They get into the pyramid itself by solving this changing keypad riddle. But to get past the main checkpoint, Rex has to rely on pure bluff.
It's all about arrogance. He puts on the Spymaster General's cape, conceals Kayleen underneath it as his, quote, la croix, or temporary companion.
And just banks on the idea that guards would never dare ask a general for a digital ID.
Yeah. And it works. Which leads them finally to the biolab and to the horrific truth of what the Pearl actually is.
It's not a gem. It's not an artifact.
No. The Pearl of Queen Lyra Nyhtandra is the severed, living, conscious head of his friend and betrayer, Baxter Redos, Raven 3.
Oh my God.
It's suspended in fluid, it's wired up. The queen is keeping him agonizingly conscious so she can consume his thoughts, his data.
To find your betrayer not just dead, but turned into a suffering, eternal hard drive, that's a level of psychological horror that's hard to process.
And Raven 3's consciousness, what's left of it, it begs Rex for just one thing.
Absolution.
Absolution. And Rex, without a moment's hesitation, he finds a Vector X3 phlogiston, a flamer, and just destroys it all. The head, the circuitry, the consciousness, an act of violent mercy.
And then he's knocked unconscious. So now we have to pull back. The sources take us back 6 days to get the final crucial piece of this puzzle.
Right. The whole mission, the true nature of it, is revealed in this meeting between Rethington and Drake at the Specula 13 casino. They're making a wager over Dream Martinis.
Stirred, not shaken.
Of course. And the stakes are just gargantuan. Drake offers the Ghost Federation critical intel on a coming Arathian attack and the immediate defection of his 50,000 people.
An entire fleet.
An entire fleet. Rethington agrees, but the deal hinges entirely on one thing.
On Rex.
On Rex. The wager is this. Rethington will pay 10,000 Talanta for a wedding gift if Rex survives Drake's entire gauntlet. That's the price for the alliance.
But if he dies?
If Rex dies, Rethington pays Drake 20,000 Talanta, double the price. But the alliance is off. Drake and his people are on their own.
So Rex was never the agent, he was the poker chip. His survival or death was just the event that settled the bet. And he knew none of it.
None of it. And the girl, Kayleen Vespers, the one who saved him.
She's Lana Drake, the pirate captain's daughter.
Yes. Her entire role was a performance. She was designated his guardian angel. Her mission was to guide him, protect him through the ambush, which Drake calls an arch of fire, a tradition for a prospective son-in-law, and get him through the pyramid.
She was prepared to marry him.
Prepared to marry him to tame him, yes. But she was also prepared for scenario 2.3, which was, if he becomes the Pearl, you kill him.
So she was there to ensure his secrets died with him if he failed.
Every bit of help, every piece of guidance was a calculated intervention to keep the asset viable one way or another.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener?
Well, the entire mission, it was a stress test. It was engineered by two leaders who saw their agent not as a person, but as a tool, an asset. Rex Dodger's entire philosophy is built on agency, on never letting himself be cornered.
And yet, his survival was never truly his own. It was entirely dependent on these calculated interventions from Lana Drake, his so-called guardian angel, who was seconds away from either marrying him or executing him at any given moment. His survival wasn't an act of will, it was just the successful execution of someone else's much bigger, much more cynical plan. Which leaves us with a really provocative final thought. Rex destroyed Raven 3's conscious head to grant him peace from the Queen's consumption. And given the moral clarity the Ghost Federation always claims to have, you have to ask yourself, what is truly more terrifying? The Eldritch Queen, who consumes a consciousness for data, or the Ghost Federation itself, which puts its best agents through calculated betrayal and unimaginable emotional torture, all for strategic gain?
It's a tough question.
Something to think about until our next deep dive.